Tired of listening to the same old boring podcast bull? Then tune in to the Unnamed podcast, available on Anchor.fm and Spotify.com. You're listening to the Unnamed podcast with Midnight Lunatic, available on Anchor.fm and Spotify.com. And without further ado, here is your host, Midnight Lunatic.
What up, Midnight Crew, and welcome to another episode of Unnamed Podcast. As always, I am your host with the most, Midnight Lunatic. Yeah, we back at it again, and today I'm riding solo, but I do have some pretty interesting things to talk about today, man. What 2 weeks, man. It's felt like a long time, to be honest, but we got a lot of things to cover, and gotta share some news with you that some of you might not like, and some of you might appreciate, but depending on how you take it, we'll see how you take it, I guess. I mean, I can't really speak for you, but before that, as always, why don't we start this off right with the fact of the week?
It's everybody's favorite time of the week. It's time for the fact of the week.
So, fact of the week. Pretty interesting. I didn't even know this. All right, so here we go. Beer and marijuana are cousins. Yes, you heard that right. Beer hops are in the same family of flowering plants as marijuana. Think about that. Beer and weed, kind of like second cousins in a way, right? That's got to be saying something. Now, okay, so beer, you know what they say about beer. Beer is like one of those, like, it'll actually kill you, right? And marijuana, for a lot of people, is like a medicine, right? You never hear of anyone dying from marijuana, but for some reason, somehow, they're cousins. They're related. I don't know how it happens. It just happens. But I didn't even know that. That's news to me. Is it news to you? It's news to me. I don't know. Well, hey, it is what it is. What can I say? But hey, let's get started, man. Like I said, it's been an interesting 2 weeks, man, and a lot has happened. Last time we talked, it was me and my buddy, and we talked about sports. Since then, we saw the LA Lakers, damn them, but the LA Lakers take the NBA title, right? And we did see that the Rays and the Dodgers are in the World Series. And as of when I'm recording this, the Rays did beat the Dodgers and now have tied the record 2-2. So it looks like we're in for a really good game 5. I'm just saying, World Series, man. If you're a Rays fan or a Dodgers fan, you need to tune in, because it's going to go either way. I thought Dodgers were going to take it easy, but man, Rays are something else right now. Rays are, man, to be honest, I didn't even think the Rays even existed, Like, I was like, man, you never hear anything about the Rays, but hey, Rays made it happen. They making it happen. Let's see if they can push through. All I'm saying. Anyways, I just got back from a UFC watch party. and watched the Khabib fight, right? Well, after that fight, he had just announced that he is retired. So Khabib, I don't even know how to pronounce his last name. Bear with me. All right, I'm gonna try to pronounce it the best of my ability. Nurmagomedov. It's so hard to pronounce. All right, I might have just butchered it. All right, for the UFC fans, I'm sorry. I'm not good with names, okay? Especially a Russian name like that. It looks intimidating to even read, okay? It's intimidating. It's a long word, all right? It seems to run all together. But yes, after the fight, he announced his retirement. He promised his mother that it would be his final fight, and he had no longer has his father by his side. His dad passed away, and he says that he's going to keep his word to his mom that this was going to be his last fight. So he finished his career with a 29-0 record. I mean, hey, you go undefeated, retired champ. I mean, that's got to be saying something, right? Now, man, that fight, I was watching it, we're all watching it together, and we were like saying, is it going to get that knockout? Is it going to get that submission? And we were like taking kind of like bets, like friendly bets, like, all right, I'm going to give it to like the fourth round, or I'm going to give it to like the second round, the third round, all right? We didn't think it was actually going to go into the decision. We were just like, there is either going to be a knockout or a submission. And hey, what do you know? There was submission. It was a submission, and I believe, the second round? Second round, I believe. Man, look, all I'm saying, right, you spend all this money on the fight, right, and this big fight, and you only get 2 rounds, right? Like, it's kind of disappointing, but at the same time, it is what it is. You can't really control it. If a fighter wants to give up 2 minutes of the second round, that is what it is. But like, I kind of wish there was like more to it, Like I've seen, fights that are like 30 seconds long, and I'm like, man, you really paid all that money for a 30-second fight? Like, come on now. But hey, Khabib, congratulations. You earned it, man. It was a slow paced fight, to be honest. At the start it was a slow paced, but you came through, and you got that tap out, and hey, I mean, a win's a win. You'll take it. I would. That's all I'm saying. But man, look, going back to the World Series. Now, I know the Rays are tough, man, but I still have this feeling that like Dodgers are gonna take that. I have a feeling, like I was wrong about the Heat. Like I thought the Heat was gonna bring it back, but ultimately I did believe that the Lakers were gonna take it, and they did. And now I'm kind of thinking the same thing with Dodgers. Like I don't want them to, but I feel like they are, and I don't like it, but I can't stop it. But yeah, it's fine. It's fine. I just got to control myself. Man, this I know this episode is going to be everywhere. I know. I'm sorry, but hey, there's a lot of things going on in my mind right now. It's currently going to be midnight right now as I'm recording this, but like, I was going to go to sleep, but I have so much on my mind that I wanted to talk to you guys about everything that's going on right now. Oh, check this out. Did you know that there is a website that lets you know your local McDonald's ice cream machine is broken? It lets you know if your McDonald's ice cream machine is broken. How? I don't get it. I don't understand. How does that work? But it works. It works, and it takes all your local McDonald's, and it'll show you on the map which ones work and which ones don't. And it's crazy. So everyone that like gets their ice cream from McDonald's, and every time you go to McDonald's, because about 90% of us, right, we go to McDonald's, we're like, hey, I want some fries and some ice cream, right? Their ice cream machine's always down all the time. 90% of the time you go to McDonald's, you ask for an ice cream, They're like, sorry, we don't got no ice cream. It's broken right now, right? So before you waste your time, check this website. Check the website. Let's just type in like McDonald's ice cream machine broken website or something. Just Google it, right? It should come up, and it'll let you know when your local McDonald's ice cream machine is broken. Right? That's crazy. Technology, man, it's advancing in ways that we never thought it would. Also, in some astrology news for all you astronomers out there that like looking at the stars and the solar system like I do. You know, I'm a big solar system fan. If you guys did not know, I love the stars. I love the moon. I love, you know, trying to explore more of the galaxy because I truly firmly believe that there is more out there than what we really think there is. I really do. I mean, we definitely cannot be the only ones in our galaxy, and we definitely can't be the only life forms out there. So it's very fascinating. But anyways, this weekend, right? This past weekend, I should say, when this goes up, Saturn, Jupiter, and the moon will form a triangle in the sky. So I'm sorry that it took me so long to post this and like you missed it, but for all you astronomers out there, you already knew this. You know this, and if you have a telescope, and unfortunately for me, I don't, and plus I'm not in a very good spot. I live in the city, so like it's very, very bright over here. But for all those people that have telescopes and are in a dark area, you got a better look than I did, man. I'm telling you, the last time I looked through a telescope and I looked at the moon, man, it was so long. I was a little kid. That's how long it was. I was a little kid. I don't even remember how old it was. I was like maybe like 5 or 6. That was the last time that I looked at the space through a telescope, and I looked at the moon, and I was like, man, like there's so much craters on the moon. Like I didn't know craters existed until that moment. I was like, what are those little things on the moon? Someone told me there were craters. I was like, okay. It wasn't until I got into school and everything in the future that I was like, oh, craters do exist. Whoa, what a world. Who knew, right? But anyways, yeah, I'm a weird guy. Don't worry. I'm weird. But hey, you love me. And speaking of loving me, guys, I don't want to get emotional or anything, but I just checked the stats for my podcast, and not including all the views that I get on YouTube, but we have now surpassed over 500 plays on my podcast. Over 500 plays. Look, if you even listen to one of my episodes, thank you very, very much from the bottom of my heart. It means the world to me that you have taken time out of your busy lives to give a person like me, a guy like me, 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes every time. That means the world to me. I love y'all. I truly, truly mean it. It keeps me going, guys. It really does. When I see the numbers keep gradually going up as they've been doing, it makes me feel good, and it makes me want to continue doing this. No matter how busy I get, I try my best to try to find the time, but there's some weeks where I'm like, man, I can't do it. Like I don't have time, and that's pretty much what I want to talk to you guys about mainly. Is the fact that I don't know exactly what's going to happen over the next couple weeks with my podcast. I do now have to start working more at work, which is good for me. I get more hours and everything, but it kind of sucks because I now have to work like Saturday, which usually I have Saturday and Sunday off. I usually have the whole weekend off. But the fact that I have to work Saturdays now, so I had to work 6 days a week from Monday through Saturday, it's going to be a little bit difficult for me to kind of squeeze in everything on that one day off, because I still have to do other house chores during my day off too. So it might get a little hectic, and there might not be some weeks where I will be able to record. But I promise you guys, when I do have time and when I do have the topics to talk about, because this week I did not have anything to talk about. I didn't really think there was going to be a podcast episode, but here I am, and I'm doing it. I don't know how long or short it's going to be, but I kind of just want to share some news with you guys and talk about a couple things, which, what's happening right now. But yeah, I'm sorry if I do let anyone down. I know a lot of you really love listening to the podcast, and I really enjoy it, and I enjoy making it, and I'm really hoping that I can improve more on the podcast and make it more enjoyable for you guys to listen to. I have been listening just earlier this morning at work. One of my coworkers put on this like radio show where they they call people about like a date, right? And they're like explaining this date, and then they call the person that they went on this date with, right? And they explain why they never called back for a second date and all that. And it's a really funny show. It's hilarious. I don't remember the name of it, but I'm like, man, I wish my podcast can be kind of like that, like in a way where it's so funny and entertaining that you kind of just want to keep listening for more, and just keep coming back for more. And that's what I want to do. There's so many different ideas and like, I don't know, there's just so many different ideas that I want to do with this podcast. And I find it kind of overwhelming in a way, but I have to stop and think about what I truly want to do with this podcast. I know when I first started, I was like, man, I just want to do talking about, hot topics, in the week, or, what's really going on in the world. But as I keep doing these, I find myself less interested in talking about what's going on in the world, and more just wanting to just share stories with you guys, and not really want to talk about what's happening in the world, just more of wanting to give advice, but not advice. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of hard to explain, but there's so many different ideas that I want to do with this show that I don't know how to really get started on it. And I kind of feel lost in a way, but I know I'm going to get the hang of it. It's just going to take me a little bit more thinking and a little bit more creativity to do. But I mean, as of right now, I am enjoying what I'm doing. I don't feel like I'm giving you guys 110% of what I know I'm capable of. And it might not be disappointing for you, but it is disappointing for me knowing that I don't feel satisfied with not necessarily how the show is doing, but how, I don't know, how creative I am with it. I want to be more creative. I want to be more not like the other guys, just kind of just my own show. I don't know how to explain it, but I want to be something different. I want to put something different to the table that you've never seen, that you've never heard. And I've got so many ideas, I just don't know how to get them started. And it feels like a lot of work, and I feel like I don't have enough time to do that. And it kind of gets me upset. But man, I keep pushing, and I keep, telling myself, like, if I work hard enough, I can do that. I can accomplish that. Like, why am I letting these things stop me from doing what I want to do? And so I'm gonna keep working and keep pushing myself. And I mean, if I keep doing this and I keep my head on straight and I keep pushing forward, who knows? In a year from now, this podcast might not even sound the way it does today. It might sound completely different. And if it fails, it fails. But I'm gonna keep trying and figure out what really works. And I don't want to stop this. I don't. I've said it multiple times in the past. I don't want to stop this, and I'm definitely not gonna let my work schedule interfere with this. And to be honest, for the past week I have not been sleeping, so I've been really, really tired lately, and just like kind of not in my right state of mind. If you guys do follow me on my social medias, I did post that people were kind of concerned with how I've been behaving the past week, and it's nothing to do with my depression. It's nothing to do with me feeling down or bummed out. It's just more of me not being able to sleep, me being tired, me not really eating the way I want to. I just haven't really had an appetite lately. It's kind of worrying me, but I force myself to eat as much and as best as I can. I did eat earlier today, which kind of filled me up. It wasn't even a lot of food, but it filled me up. But I just don't really worry about me. I'm fine. I've dealt with way worse, and I know I just need to catch up on sleep. It's kind of hard right now, especially with me. Just it feels like I'm working all the time now, like I'm never home anymore, and but that's being an adult. That's taking care of your bills, and that's how it is, man. Can't stop it. But yeah, I mean, the show got to go on, and man, if everything goes to plan, I can only imagine what the show's going to be like a year from now. And can I tell you guys, I am so ready for the elections to be over. Like, can November, what is it, the 2nd or 3rd, can that election day just come already? Can it just pass? Because like, I'm so tired of seeing political ads everywhere. And I don't know about you guys, but like every single day I get about 20 to 30 texts texting me that, I am so and so from the Democrats, or I'm so and so from the Republicans. Are you gonna be? I hate it because I can't block them because it's a different number every time. You can't respond back like, take me off your list. Like, you can't do that because it's a different number every time. And I get phone calls all the time too, and it's so annoying. And going on YouTube, I'm trying to enjoy my videos. I see all these political ads, and I'm like, shut up. Would you just shut up? Like, shut up. And guys, I'm just saying, like, it needs to come already. It needs to pass. Okay, I don't like it. I don't. It ruins my mood. It gets me upset. Okay, and it's not because I'm political. Like, I said this before. I don't care about politics. I don't. I find it really annoying. It's like spam. Like, it's like back in the day when the collectors, the money collectors, used to call like your phone. It's the same thing. It's the same thing, right? It's the same thing. They bug you at times that you don't want to be bugged all the damn time, and you get tired of it, and you get sick of it, and you get upset because they keep calling you at the wrong times, right? They wake you up in the middle of the night. That's pretty much what is going on, okay? And I don't like it. I want it to stop. So I'm so glad that the time is almost here. Oh, by the way, there's not going to be an episode before Halloween, so happy Halloween to everyone out there. All you folks out there, if you go and be trick or treating, just make sure you do it safe and keep your distance, 6 feet away. Candy, check the candy, you never know what's out there in the world. And, all those little kids out there, just check their candy, make sure there's nothing illegal or, lethal in their candy, yeah, yeah, okay, yeah. No, but yeah, happy Halloween to everyone. Hope you guys do stay safe. Please, if you guys are going to be drinking, all you adults, do not drink and drive. Okay? Don't do that. It's bad. Okay? It's a bad habit. Should never do that because you're going to end up either dead, killing someone, or in jail. Okay? It's never a good idea. Never a good idea. Trust me. Trust me. I have never done it in my life, but I know it's bad. Just don't do it. Don't do it. Look, I know drinking's fun. Okay? I know it. But like, do you got to drive with it, No, you don't. No, you don't. No, you don't. Okay? Just get someone to take you to your house, all right? Don't even walk. Okay. Okay, that's another story. Okay. So the last time, right? I know this podcast is everywhere, but whatever. I got so much in my mind. I'm jumble brain right now. But last time, right, I went out, a couple of my buddies went out to the bar, and man, my buddy kept giving me drink after drink. Like there was like these lemon shot drinks or whatever, right? I got drink like I want to say 3 or 4 of those, right? Then we hopped over to the next bar. We had like 2 or 3 beers, right? Like 2 or 3 shots, right? And this was all like within 3 hours, right? And all I remember from the other night is asking where the bathroom was because I really, really had to pee. Went to the bathroom, right? Ended up waking up in my bed the next morning. What the hell happened between the time I went to the bathroom and the time I woke up the next morning? What the hell happened? Apparently, from what I was told from my friends, I walked home, blacked out drunk. Don't know how I remembered my address, but I walked about 4.5 miles home. So, yes, definitely do not drink and walk home because who knows where you'll end up. Oh, also this morning, some interesting news, right? There was this lady that was sleeping outside, and while I was working, she was actually there yesterday night too. But this morning, she was still there. And we ended up calling the non-emergency police, I don't even know what you call it, like number. And the police came out, talked to her, right? Because we can't have homeless people like in front of our store. Like it kind of just looks bad for business, right? So we had like no choice. But like we called them. And turns out that she was a missing person. And the officer that responded to the call actually spent all of yesterday, 6 hours of his time searching for her. So, yeah, the officer that came and talked to us was like, yeah, we were looking all day for her for about 6 hours and we couldn't find her. So thank God that you guys called, or else, we'd still be searching. And, man, who knows if we would have found her. So glad that she's safe. And pretty much just giving us the rundown. Apparently, her and her family, I guess her daughter or whatever, was at a Circle K gas station. And they went inside to go grab, some snacks or drinks or whatever. And when they came back to the car, she was gone. Like, she just took off. And apparently, the lady, like, has some, like, mental health issues. And it wasn't like drug related, but like it looked like she was on something. But yeah, she was just like kind of just mentally unstable, I guess. But yeah, she turned out to be a missing person, and she got reunited with her family. and it kind of feels good, like when someone is missing someone in their family and they're worried sick, and then you turn out to be the one that finds them and returns them to their family, kind of makes you feel good. So yeah, that's another interesting topic, story that happened to me today. I felt good about myself. But this week, man, this past week especially, has been very, very brutal on me. And man, next week is going to be the exact same way. So it's going to be a little torturous, but hey, got to pay them bills somehow. Also, just to kind of rub it into everyone that is an NFL addict, my team, the Steelers, are still undefeated. I'm hoping tomorrow they can win, because if this goes up on Monday and they lose, I know I'm going to get a ton of hate. You're going to be like, oh no, they lost, so they're not undefeated no more. Okay, look, as I'm recording this, they're undefeated. All right, so I can say it all I want. Okay, and I'm proud of my team, and I'm hoping that it stays that way. But we'll see. We got a kind of a tough schedule coming up. But yeah, I don't really know anything else other to really share with you guys. I know I had a lot to talk about, right? I told you guys, I just had a lot on my mind. I should be asleep right now, but I am not for some reason. I guess now I can sleep in peace. But before I sleep in peace, I gotta share what's on my mind. I gotta give you a couple stories that you guys might find intriguing, and hopefully you guys enjoyed them and it entertained you guys for a little bit, and maybe you found some humor in it and you laughed. I don't know. I know I'm a crazy guy. I'm a little quirky, a little bit of a comedian, I guess they can say. But I'm not really that funny though. A lot of people call me the Joker because I have my Joker mask all the time. But I don't really tell too much jokes. I just like having fun and making a fool out of myself. So if that makes me the Joker, hey, I'll take it. I will take it. Speaking of the Joker, Halloween, I wanted to dye my hair green, but I don't want to pay like $50. And then everyone was saying, like, why don't you just do it yourself? Because I don't want to mess up. You have to bleach your hair, okay? And I don't want to bleach my entire head. I just want the top of my head. And it's kind of hard to do that by yourself. I just don't want to mess up, okay? But I did want my hair to be green, just like the Joker. But, oh well, maybe next year. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe I'll have different plans. I always have different plans every Halloween. I'm like, oh, I want to be this. No, I want to be this. No, I want to be this. I never really stay on the same theme. It's always different every year. But, yeah, before I continue jumbling on about things that are probably not important to anyone in their life, I am going to end it here. Thank you, everyone, again, for surpassing 500 plays. Let's keep it going. And I don't know if you guys can tell in my voice, I'm getting a little tired, all right? I'm getting a little sleepy here. But, we still in this. We recorded. We're doing this. Season 3. Ooh, that rhymed. You see what I did there? All right. I'm losing my mind here now. But I'm going to get out of here. Enjoy the rest of my night. Try to sleep as much as I can before I have to wake up early so I can do everything that I was supposed to do today. I got some plans going on in the works, but man, it's gonna be one heck of a week coming up. And I know the past 3 episodes have been back to back, and I know I wasn't going to. I said that I wasn't going to do like the weekly episodes, and just letting you guys know that they are not back. Okay, as I said, my work schedule might interfere with the way the podcast schedule is, so we might have to change things up a bit. But I'm gonna work my hardest to try to figure all that out, and hopefully you guys will stick with me for the ride. It's gonna be a little bumpy, so make sure you bring your seatbelts, and it's gonna be a long one, so make sure you bring some snacks and some drinks. But just make sure that if you need to use the bathroom, you do it before you get in the vehicle, because we are not making any stops. Okay, this is a one-way ticket that you guys have purchased, and there are no rest stops. So if you drink a gallon of water and you really have to pee like halfway through this ride, I'm sorry, you're just gonna have to hold it. Okay. All right. Well, anyways, guys, Midnight Lunatic signing out. I love all you guys. 500 plays, amazing. Let's keep it going, man. If we can get over 1,000 plays by the end of the year, like, man, like, I don't want to promise anything, but like, should I do something, for that? Like, should I do something big, like a 2-hour episode or something? Would you guys want that? Let me know. Would you guys want a 2-hour episode? And also, if you guys are viewing this and want to get involved, if you've made it this far, let me know. Put in Kangaroo Sam is on the run if you've made it to this point. In the messages, in the comments, if you guys haven't joined already, my Discord, go in there, chat with me in there. I'm starting to get more involved, on a daily basis. Not every day I'm in there chatting, but I try my hardest to get in there daily and just kind of check up on everyone. And Twitter, follow me on Twitter. Facebook page, still going strong. Still also taking donations for anyone that wants to help me out. I do have some things I want to get for the show that I believe are going to help the show out like extremely. I just don't have the funds for it right now. I'm hoping maybe in the future I will. But if you guys want to help me out along the way, I know Mama Lunatic out there, I love y'all. You actually donated $40, as I previously said in the last episode, and with that I managed to get a mic stand, right? One of those fancy ones where like I can move it and put it up and down and side to side, like one of those fancy ones, right? And I also got me a webcam, because I'm starting to stream again on Twitch, and in order to do that, I wanted a new webcam, because one I had sucks. It is a very, very old Logitech camera, and it was no good. So I needed to get me an updated HD version of a webcam. And so, yeah, that's what that $40 went to. It went to the mic stand and the camera. So, Mama Lunatic, Mom, I love you. I know you're listening. And I miss you. Hopefully I can see you soon. I know I can't be there, but I love you. And who knows what time we'll do, but I know we're gonna see each other soon. I know it. But anyways, for the 1,000th time, I'm out. Midnight Lunatic signing out, and I love all you guys, and I'll see you guys next time. Make sure to stay safe, keep your distance, 6 feet apart. Love y'all. Mwah.